Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay Will. So yes, the title of the video, T-Mobile version of the Oneplus 6T, or however I labeled it. But there you have it. A while back, I released a video talking about how their OnePlus could be working with some carriers, and lo and behold, they chose T-Mobile. Now, the OnePlus 6T is the device that's going to hit T-Mobile in October. Rumor has it, these aren't official, don't take this as official from me yet, but rumor has it that in October of this year, 2018, depending on when you're watching this, it's either out already if you're just not getting to this video, or you're watching it ahead of time. So the T-Mobile variant of the OnePlus 6T will definitely have the 600 megahertz band, and that is something that the article talked about when talking about this specific release. Now, it's still a global phone. There's going to be a global launch, the article said. So you will be able to buy it unlocked and, purchase it out directly from OnePlus. However, the device is going to cost $550. Also, there was some pretty specific things going on in this article. I was pretty shocked. It's like someone sat down and just did an interview with the person and said, I'm just going to tell you all the beans and we're going to spill it all over the table. So $550 for the OnePlus 6T, and that's probably going to be a 6 gig, 64 gig variant at best, and it's going to the carrier. So I'm wondering if that's just going to be a little bit of markup compared to what the 6T might cost directly from OnePlus. Now, we don't have any really official specs for the OnePlus 6T. We do know that it possibly could look like the Oppo R17, which I actually think that's very reminiscent of the Essential phone. My Essential phone's sitting right there on the desk. I don't want to run over and get it, but that is a good look. It's a better look than what the Essential phone currently looks like. Now I have the iPhone 10, and I also have my favorite phone, which look for a video on this. This is the Asus ZenFone 5. I got a video of them editing on that. But that style of area on the top is pretty much played out. Most phones now are getting that look, and it's not that it's a good or a bad thing. I actually think it depends on the phone, because this is my favorite phone and it has that little area up there, but I don't even notice it. And the reason it just fills the screen so nicely. So, but the OnePlus 6T could possibly have the same look as the Oppo R17. If you don't know what the Oppo R17 looks like, it's got just think of the Essential phone like a V instead of just a camera cutout. And it's just all bezel-less. It's a very small area at the bottom, even smaller than the Essential phone looks like, and it's got a pretty massive display. So, I think it's like 6.5 or so, I don't know exactly what it is, but if that in fact is the OnePlus 6T's new body, that to me would be a definite buy, and not because of T-Mobile. I don't think I would get the T-Mobile version, because I don't want to have to deal with any kind of carrier stuff that they might put on there. If in fact they do that, then they might treat it like an iPhone, and there is no carrier bloatware. So that will be a huge plus. And I'm also wondering, are they going to make a special version for T-Mobile and then leave it unlocked? Because that would be great. Then I would just walk into the store and I don't have to do any ordering, just buy it and leave. No strings attached. But those are some things I've thought about. I was like, the OnePlus 6T is possibly going to come out, and it's going to come out on T-Mobile, so we know that they're partnering together. We know the price is approximately $550. How do you feel about that? It's going to have at least a Snapdragon 845. Well, we hope that it does. We hope that they don't bring some watered-down version for T-Mobile, but anything can happen, man. You just never know with the technology world today. I guess. I don't know. But I'm hoping that it does have at least the minimal specs that the current OnePlus 6 has. And then with that new look is a lot more appealing. I just think it's weird how Apple publicly did that, even though they weren't the first of the market to do it. That specific design, is just being literally placed in a different shell for Android phones, and it's just all over the place. And I'm not saying that in a derogatory way or a negative way, but that just doesn't look right on every phone. It's not very useful. It just doesn't look right. So I think that the OnePlus 6T coming to T-Mobile is going to be a positive thing, I guess. But the problem with this is, that's like the article said. The article said a good point. It doesn't matter that you're putting it on a carrier. Are the carriers going to actually sell it? Are you going to train your reps to tell people how much better it is than this other phone that's twice the cost? Been talking about the industry for a long time here in my last few posts, so yes, are the sales reps actually gonna sell the phone? Are they gonna be educated on the phone, or are they gonna be still biased to other brands? Unfortunately, that's just what it is, folks. And the article talked about how the U11 went to Sprint and didn't sell worth a crap, like it should have, because the reps again push only certain phones, the phones they think they might get the most commission off. And I'm not accusing reps of doing this directly. I'm just saying store reps work on commission, and the times that I've gone into the store, they pretty much just swayed me away from anything good. Like when I went in and bought my U11 Life, they were like, "Oh, that phone's garbage." I was like, "Wow, this phone has probably better cameras than your iPhone that you're holding there at the time." And it's just what it is. So hopefully the OnePlus 6T does in fact hit T-Mobile officially in October. I mean, this rumor is like very specific. Like this article is just specific. It's talking like facts. But I'm gonna treat it as a rumor until it actually gets here. And October is not very far away. And one thing that, if you didn't notice, one thing has remained the same. OnePlus is still releasing phones and just dropping off the other ones. So let's see if the OnePlus 6 gets discontinued. That's the trend of OnePlus. I hope they would stop that one day and just discount their previous models so they can sell more phones, but that's too much like right. It's your man Jay Will. What do you think about the OnePlus 6T carrier of choice is T-Mobile? See you guys in the next video. Take care.